guys, as I said, I would do a live Q&A at 1 o'clock right now today here on Friday, July 1st at 1 o'clock. I'm just hopping on. I don't know if people will hop on to ask any questions, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about kind of this big event. This really is. I mean, there've been a lot of different big events, that we've gone through where we're coming closer to who we really are. And we're coming closer to achieving the blueprint and the architecture of who we truly are as human, angelic, divine beings of the Christos architecture, right? So we've been living in a compromised timelines where we have had a mixture of artificial intelligence in the DNA and Christic light. So there's been a mixture. And what we're going through right now is this opportunity to bring the purest timeline of all of our organic code, our original divine blueprint, the way we were meant to be, the way we were designed to be, right? So it's kind of going home to our home frequency. I noticed this picture in the background. I always wish it were more centered. Our couch is a little bit tilted, and so I always have to be like, how do I get in the center of the Divine Mother? This is a Mayan mother in this picture. And this artwork is by Wahaba or Karuna. I think she's in Maui, or she might be in Eugene, but I love her artwork. And see, in this one, you can see the people all circled. And I know this is on my wall, so people always see this when I do lives on the couch here. So what's happening as this Divine Mother matrix is being rewoven down into the level of the earth, down into the level of the human genome, and all the animals, all the creatures on planet Earth have this opportunity now to be rewoven in the divine blueprint, in the organic living light. And so this is a watershed clearing and purging of all of the lifetimes that would keep us caught up in duality, caught up in how can we say this? It's like as the mother comes to put her arms around all of her children, which is all creatures on earth, right? As she comes to reweave them back into her beautiful heart, all that they've held in their DNA that would block them from receiving that love and that pure light of the code that comes from our Divine Mother, which is really the Divine Mother of Earth, is in Andromeda, right? So we now have this highway, this super highway back to Andromeda is now open, which means that these Divine Mother races, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, all of the Christos Sophia dragons that hail from the higher self of Earth and in Andromeda, can now connect into the Milky Way galaxy, can now bring the home coding that the divine human has been without for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Without this divine coding, we've had to try and make it down here. And we've had a lot of AI, we've had a lot of consciousness promoting separation, promoting pain, and promoting war. All of this is being cleansed of our collective humanity right now so that we can be rewoven back into our organic, pure, divine DNA. And so it's a beautiful time. It's the best of times. It's the worst of times. That's right. Because the purging is extreme. The lifetimes that have anchored us into the pain body and the lifetimes that have made the core shame indelible in the DNA are being purged. I mean, it's like all of this has to come out so that the DNA can be rewritten. The bodies, the organs, the glands are going through this rewrite. in the months to come, the whole body of this compromised timeline, AI, shame-based, fear-based, duality, separation, consciousness, the entire thing is being replaced by the mother, by the Holy Mother, Holy Father, divine masculine, divine feminine, sacred marriage, world without war, world without death, world without disease, world of source-connected DNA that's directly linked back to our mother matrix in Andromeda. So we've had, this is underway, this clearing is underway, but it is a time of celebration because the Draco were holding their control over Earth in the Thuban star. The Thuban star was actually the North Star in the time of the Sumerian invasion, which is like 5,500 years ago, around there. Trying to remember. Anyway, so it's, it's a star in our galaxy, and this has been one of the main takeover places that the Draco and the real anti-Christ entities that want to siphon to stay immortal, right, and have been using the earth as an enslavement, a place of enslavement, a place of harnessing energy, keeping us in a fear-based reality so they could harness the pain body, right? I think most of us know this, right? So we, the Christic dragons, the guardians, the star seeds, every star seed on earth has been working for the eventual reclamation of that Thuban star base, which is the cosmic eye of the dragon is what my teacher calls it. But it's a very powerful base that enables the Templars to control the earth and keep it in the guardianship of the love-based reality of the Christos. And so that was taken over, I don't know how many thousands of years ago, but we've now we are clearing out the Thuban star, which means, and we're bringing back that to the Christos. And that is how Divine Mother and all the codes coming in from Andromeda, before they couldn't get through. They were like trapped behind this wall in time because of the Thuban star takeover. But now that we're cleaning out the Thuban star, it's like this passage is opening. Do you remember the line in Hotel California? It says, we had to find the passage back to the place. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. So I think of that line. It's like the passage that enables the original Christos blueprint and the original Christos entities. And we exist as those entities, many of us, as starseeds here on Earth, right? So our highest aspects are trapped behind that wall. They cannot get to the human self, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. The clean out is creating this passageway, right? This connection. And that's what is enabling this great rewrite. And so the end of June was a big, big, big victory for our team of reclaiming the Christ on earth. On June 24th, the world soul was placed in Lake Titicaca, Machu Picchu, right? The world soul, the soul matrix of the earth, the soul of that connects to where our soul is, right? Our soul matrix. We have our personality matrix, our soul matrix, our monad matrix, our avatar matrix. Well, our soul matrix is we're evolving into our soul matrix. That's really what's happening. And the soul matrix of the earth is reclaiming its proper place, which is in Machu Picchu, not Temple Mount, right? It was trapped in the second D, the second Stargate, which is the wrong position for it. So this cleaning out of Thuban and this reclaiming of the world soul into Machu Picchu, right? This happened June 24th. So this is really big. This is, it's been held in the wrong position for a very long time, and it is now in the right position. And this is what enables the reclamation of our ascending timeline here on Earth and our reconnection to the great master weaver that is the Divine Mother Matrix. So, yesterday I had a body talk session and it was so painful. It was just clearing out these timelines. So we're clearing out the most grungy, painful timelines. I was clearing out a timeline where just to give you an example of the kinds of timelines that we're clearing out right now, right? Because this benevolence, this love, this beauty that's returning, we have to get all the icky, the stuff that holds us in the pain is all got to just go, because the mother's not about pain. She's about joy and love and abundance and creativity and beauty and synchronicity. So anything that's kept the heart from being able to receive any of the timelines that have locked in some core shame and some self-persecution, all that has to go. The mother's not about that. She's just love, right? She wants to lift us up and bring us the greatest abundant creative life that we could ever have. And so we're clearing out some of the really shitty timelines. I don't even know if I want to talk about this timeline that I just got cleared, but it was from the Holocaust. And let's just say it was one of those lifetimes where your choice is to live in absolute horror or kill yourself. Those are the two choices. That's all you've got, right? So those type of lifetimes are being cleared, because the beauty and the abundance of what's coming from this master weaver, I'll just call her the master weaver. The earth is a feminine planet. So it's her beautiful violet logos that's being rewoven by her mother in Andromeda. And this reweaving is coming to us this reweaving is coming to us in this form of just so much grace. And so we're purging to receive this grace, right? That's really what we're doing. And so no matter how much sorrow and grief and guilt and double bind in these lifetimes that we've lived through some really double bind lifetimes where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And those create an inertia over the masculine, right? The masculine can't create, cannot manifest. It's stuck in this massive inertia. So those lifetimes are clearing now. I just ushered a piece of my soul home to the light that was stuck in me, unable to return. So much self-persecution, so much self-hatred and fear of the wrath of God that he wouldn't leave the body to go back. So he's been in me and totally preventing me from going forward, just literally in this inertia limbo for so many years around career, around success, around anything that has to do with success in the world. It's just been a total block. But even seeing that all these things are removed in the perfect time, because part of having such an inertia block made it so that I had to focus on my healing journey. I had to, because nothing would move in the world until I moved these pieces on the inside, right? So I hope this gives some guidance and some understanding of what's happening right now, and how it's really a time of a lot of hope and a lot of change for the positive, and this beautiful ability to have our master weaver being able to reach into this universe and reweave us into this earth and reweave us as our divinity and bring our DNA back to its state, its home frequency, and bring the whole earth into a love-based frequency, right? Which eventually will evict all energies that don't want love, that don't live for love and beauty and the honoring of all creation, will not live on the planet anymore, because we are being reclaimed into our original love-based, what God, Goddess, what the creators intended for this beautiful planet Earth. And this is linking to Earth in the 5D, which is Tara, and Earth in the 7D, which is Gaia. We are able to reweave the pre-fall DNA of Earth, Tara, and Gaia, now that we're cleaning out the Thuban base. And so this is just amazing. This is I mean, you just want to like celebrate. You just want to like have a party. It's huge. It's huge. Now, how this translates and how this unfolds, nobody really knows. But I can only say this is good news, and we should be seeing some real blossoming, some beautiful returning, an easier time accessing the love, the eternal love that exists in the core of every creation. We should have an easier time accessing this, right? As more and more of this distortion is removed, that beautiful core baseline of eternal love is going to start like permeating and seeping through into our conscious experience more and more. And that's the only thing that I know is going to happen. Exactly how it outpresses, how the world changes on the physical, on the earth, how society moves, how government moves, how that we don't know. We're turning the pages in this great book together. And so it's like, here we are, right? This is the great story planet. And we're turning the pages, and we're making the best choices we can in every moment toward love and toward opening to receive more love. And often those choices are saying, yes, I'm ready to purge this thing. As if we have a choice. When our higher self pulls the number and says, you have to purge this lifetime, it's not like we have a choice. I really don't think there's any antidepressant strong enough to hold it back at this point. These feelings have to be processed, or we leave the planet, because we won't be able to hold the vibration, right? That we're rising into. So anyway, so much love. Hi, Ron, if you're still here. I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for joining me. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you find this later on and you have any questions for me, go ahead and type them in the comments. I love answering questions about Ascension, about the Earth, about the history of the Earth, you know, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, just understanding that, you know, this incredible race for the reclamation of the Earth that we've been through, and the amazing hurdles that we've jumped to get to this point where we are reclaiming the base of Templar control on the Thuban star. So this is huge. Opening the corridor to our master weavers, the great solar dragons. So the great mother, queen dragon, the dragons are the architects of creation. So we're really, our weavers are the solar dragons. And this is directly connected to the mother matrix in our beautiful Andromeda. So, okay. Thank you. And for just everyone working tirelessly, the frontline starseeds that have been lifting veil after veil after veil, just pulling out all the stops to clear and purge the emotions, to just keep going. It's just been a marathon of the highest order. And so when we have a victory like this, I think it needs to be proclaimed. There's a great victory. So the mother is reweaving us home. She's pulling us back into her breast as a child of love, infinite benevolence, deserving love, in gratitude and joy. We receive her, purge all the core shame and self-persecution to receive her love, and let her reweave us anew as children of love, children of the sun, children of the solar logos. All right. Much love, and ciao for now. And share this, share this out. If this is valuable for you, it's pretty esoteric. A lot of people, it won't mean anything to, but if it is, share it out. Share it out. I really long to be of service to the whole. Okay. Bye for now. Blessings.